Good morning and welcome to this leaders only call, ladies and gentlemen. If you're on this call right now, you're a leader. In other words, you don't have any problem reaching out to people. You don't have any problem building a team, and you're very excited about doing so. If you're a leader, you've worked in a lot of programs over the years, ladies and gentlemen, but maybe you didn't get the effort, you didn't get the return for the effort that you put in. Well, you need to understand something. Right now, you're about to get rewarded for all that effort and sacrifice that you gave over those years, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to share with you a platform that not only can pay you handsomely right now, but can pay you handsomely into the future as long as the internet still exists. That's right. We're talking about lifetime income because the internet is going to survive every single one of us that's on this call right now. So not only are you going to be able to create a very good monthly income stream, you'll literally be able to pass this on to your children and perhaps your children's children. This is what we're talking about right now. So I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to SmartWay, the most designed smart contract in the world, ladies and gentlemen. When a contract is truly smart, it is capable of changing the story of our lives, changing the story of our future, changing the story of our children. We're going to show you how, with just one position in this platform that costs only zero point 0.2 Ethereum, ladies and gentlemen, which is about somewhere between $30 and $40 one time out of pocket, you can literally create thousands of dollars in monthly income over and over again. And then we're going to show you how to accelerate this process by taking 3 positions in our community. So we're talking about 32 Ethereum every 30 days with a team of just 6 partners. But when we say 6 partners, ladies and gentlemen, we're not talking about just anybody. We're talking about people who can duplicate. We're talking about people who can build a small team. We're talking about people who don't make excuses, who are not part of the NFL club, who have a positive attitude about their future and understand that people will always be looking for a way to make money. No matter how many programs crash, no matter how much money they lost, they're still looking for a way to make money because they have the need to do so. Therefore, we have an unlimited market of people to tap into to do something extraordinary. That's the kind of mindset you have to have in 2020 if you want to do something extraordinary for your family and your community. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. So my name is Mark Hamlin. I'd like to welcome you to the SmartWay Elite Team. We have an elite team of leaders, ladies and gentlemen. We make things happen. And what I want to do here is show you how you can partner up with us to do the same for yourself and your family by creating these multiple income streams that will last as long as the internet exists. So what I'm going to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, is small business of the new generation. That's right. There's a better way to do business online, ladies and gentlemen, that has not existed in the past. We're going to talk about the smart contract. What is that exactly? We're going to use the example of purchasing a car using a smart contract and the benefits associated with that. We're going to talk about the difference between projects on smart contracts and other hype programs and other projects that use a common cash desk. We're going to talk about the advantages of SmartWay in this project, and we're going to talk about how the project works. So if you got a pen and piece of paper, you certainly want to jot down some notes. This will be recorded and it will be made available in our Facebook group. We also have a chat, ladies and gentlemen, a Telegram chat. That's where support is. There's other information there for you as well. Once you join us, be sure to click on and join the Telegram chat, which you will find in your back office. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. So my name is Mark Hamlin. I consider it an honor to be your host, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about the smart contract. What is a smart contract? Well, a smart contract, ladies and gentlemen, is an electronic contract registered in the form of a program code that independently executes actions laid down in it depending on the given conditions. A smart contract cannot be changed after uploading it to the blockchain. A smart contract can perform any operations laid down in it in advance automatically without human intervention. So what does this mean? We're not dependent on a board of directors. We're not dependent on company owners, ladies and gentlemen. Once this smart contract is released on the blockchain, it is there permanently forever, and not even the developers can change it. Once you have a position in this community, it is there for as long as the internet exists. And once you begin to build this team, you never have to worry about this team going away. You never have to worry about a company owner running off with the money or a company owner shutting it down because it cannot be done. We're talking about a lifetime situation for you of income and earnings. All right, so let's just use the example of a car purchase and this sales transaction. We want to look at new business in this century using smart contracts and how it can be utilized. So here's an example. The buyer transferred the entire amount for the car to an address of a smart contract. From now on, the deal can be considered open. The contract code stipulates the conditions that the contract will transfer this amount to the seller's wallet only when the buyer is appointed as the owner of this car in the electronic database. Such a transaction will be considered successful and both parties to the transaction will receive what they wanted. If something goes wrong and the transaction the transaction period goes beyond the agreed framework, the amount will be returned to the buyer's wallet. During the transaction, ladies and gentlemen, both the buyer and the seller has a guarantor, all right, in the form of an invisible assistant, and that is the smart contract. The contract did not take a penny for service and is completed quickly, safely, and transparently as possible for everyone. So the smart contract is a software that once it is released, a program that once it is released, all you have to do is follow the parameters of it and it will produce what it's supposed to produce. No one holds the money. The money is transferred from one wallet to the other in real time, ladies and gentlemen. And here's the thing. There are no fees. There's no monthly fees. There's no yearly fees. There's no fees ever. And 100% of the money stays in our community and goes member to member. So with this smart contract, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have advertising fees. We don't have the expense of a product. We don't have shipping costs, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have administrative costs. It's 100% member to member in real time that cannot be shut down. Now, so what are the advantages of a smart contract? Well, the main advantage, ladies and gentlemen, of a smart contract is predefined and unchanged conditions. That means anyone can see the code on which the smart contract is written. The code is in the public domain and contains all the conditions and details like any paper contract. So it's completely transparent, and this is one of the reasons you know it is real, ladies and gentlemen. The next advantage is validity. The verified smart contract exists as long as the blockchain in which it is loaded exists. And finally, autonomy. Smart contracts do not require intermediaries. All operations between process participants are performed automatically without the participation of an administrator. We've never been in a program quite like this, ladies and gentlemen. So what is the difference between projects on smart contracts and other hype programs out there and other projects with a common cash desk? Let's talk about that. As you already know, one of the conditions for a project to work on a smart contract is autonomy and immutability. What does that mean? It cannot be changed. And the role of the administrator is only to write the working conditions of this smart contract and to upload it to the network. So it's a little bit like Bitcoin. Nobody knows who created the Bitcoin protocol, ladies and gentlemen, but it doesn't matter because once it is released, it cannot be changed, ladies and gentlemen. It's the same thing here. It doesn't matter who created it because once it's in the domain, it cannot be changed and it must do what it's supposed to do. Further, the interaction between the participants of this project on a smart contract takes place without the participation of the administrator. And it cannot affect the movement of the Ethereum coins between the participants' wallets, since this contract can only perform predefined functions in its code and nothing more. That is, if the smart contract states that the coin is transferred from the wallet of the participant's wallet to another, then this is exactly what happens. Moreover, no one, including the administrator, can influence this process. In projects in which you transfer your coins to the administrator's wallet, this is the other example, and then wait for the accrual of passive income in the form of a percentage, most often huge, which means that with a very high probability, this percentage can only be received for a short period of time. you risk that the administrator will disappear at some point, and in only one direction he knows, along with your coins and other coins of other participants, or by the fact that the claimed high percentage will very quickly deplete the general cash desk administrator's wallet, and the payments will also stop. In both cases, you will lose what you invested in that project. Well, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, no more of that. That's over. We don't ever have to be involved in a program like that where we can risk losing what we have participated in. And again, as I mentioned here, this is not an investment at all. This is a community growing and doing business with one another. We're going to talk about that some more. Now let's compare the conditions for participation in projects on smart contracts and the conditions for participation in projects with a common cash desk, and make a decision for yourself in which project on what conditions you want to participate. I add that projects on smart contracts have a different principle for the distribution of coins. All right, so one of the things we know, we don't want to participate in those projects, those type of projects ever again, ladies and gentlemen. We want to be in a smart contract. So let's look at the advantages of SmartWay in this platform. So first of all, the number of partners in your team is limited to 2 lines, ladies and gentlemen. This is 6 people. It is with them that you interact. Now, the Smart Overflow system first puts one partner to those who do not have one. So, okay, this is a force matrix. Absolutely, we definitely have spillover. But what we're looking for right now, ladies and gentlemen, is leaders who don't have to depend on spillover. They can make things happen. That's what leaders do, ladies and gentlemen. How do they do that? By growing their community. If you're that kind of person, you're the kind of person that we want in our community right now. What we don't want is people who just want a free ride, who don't want to do anything, who just want to make money. That's not even real. That doesn't exist in the universe. You must give in order to receive. In this case, what do? We build our community by inviting others to participate with us. And if you're a leader on this call, that's what you will do. And that's exactly who we're looking for. So you can see right here, if you were the ID over there at the top, 2 partners on your first line by odd levels from you. And so we have 12 levels, level 1 through 12. And you can see the odd levels and the amount of Ethereum that you would receive. So of course, you're going to buy these levels first. You're going to purchase the license. And then when you bring in other members, they're literally purchasing the license from you. And then your 4 partners on your 2 line, or your second level, they buy even levels from you. All right, and you can see the even levels and the amounts. This is the principle, and this is the way everything is programmed in this platform through all 12 levels. Okay, so it takes you a moment to wrap your head around this. We haven't quite seen anything like this, but this is how this project is programmed. All right, now one of the things we do in our platform, we actually have a way to accelerate your earnings. How? By you taking 3 positions, ladies and gentlemen. So you would be ID, you would be number 1, and you would be number 2. Number 1 and number 2, you actually are registering those to yourself. So you're literally paying yourself. But what this allows you to do, this allows you to take advantage of what's going to happen on your second level there, where you have the 4 people, and also on your third level where there will be 8 people. This is going to give you the potential to triple your earnings. Now, as a leader, best practices, those 4 people, number 3, 4, 5, and 6, those people right there, you want them to be leaders. We're talking about best practices. You want to do something extraordinary in 2020, you got to partner up with the right people, ladies and gentlemen, people who can make things happen. That's what we're looking for. If you can do that, you set yourself up and you have built the foundation to build a skyscraper in terms of money. All right, let's break it down just a little bit more. So there's a smooth transition between levels. When buying the next level, there is always a part of the profit from the sale from the previous one. And it's a good chunk of profit, ladies and gentlemen. Whereas in other projects, you have to almost give all of your profit in order to scale up or to go to the next level. That's not the way it is here. All right, so let's break it down just a bit more and tell you how this project functions in a bit more detail. So as we mentioned earlier, when you take just one position, all you have to do is personally refer one person and you're completely whole. You literally never have to go back in your pocket again. And as we mentioned, there is no admin fees. And again, So when you join, again, as I mentioned, you'll first join by buying an odd level license. And then you're going to sell that odd level license to the people that are on your first line. Next, when you upgrade, you're going to purchase the even level license, and you're going to sell that to people who are on your second level. All right, so that's how that works. We'll get into it in a little bit more. We have a couple more videos that also get into it with a bit more detail. So let's take a look at this. So first of all, we're talking about a 30-day cycle. What does that mean? Every 30 days, we start all over again. That's going to provide you the opportunity to generate anywhere from 5,000 to 15, 16,000 every 30 days. We mentioned that we have 12 levels of upgrades that you're going to get into out of your proceeds. You literally never have to go into your pocket again. What's going to cause you to have proceeds? Growing the community is going to cause you to have proceeds. So we mentioned that all you need to do is build a team of 6 partners. However, if you take 3 positions, all you need is 4 partners. And when we talk about partners, we're talking about people who can make things happen, people who can share the program and grow the community. Now, what you're looking at on the screen is Ethereum at a price of about $200 per Ethereum. Right now, it's about 179, maybe 180. So these numbers are just a little bit high, right? So you'll see here that on level 1, of course, you're going to pay 0.2 in order to join. And let's just say that's about $40, okay? Then you're going to refer 2 people to the program. You're going to receive 0.2 times 2, which is a total of 0.4. And then out of that, you want to upgrade to level 2. For you to upgrade is 0.22. That's going to come out of your earnings. It's still going to leave you approximately $40 in profit coming out the gate. Now, when 4 people on your second level upgrade to the second level, they're going to pay 0.22. Guess what? That money's going to you, which is 0.88. You want to upgrade out of that 0.88. All you need is 0.04. That's going to leave you $172 that you can spend. All right. When people on your third level upgrade to that level, they're going to pay you. You're going to receive 0.4, which is a total of 0.8. All right. From that, you're going to upgrade 0.44. That's going to leave you $252 in your pocket. And this process continues, ladies and gentlemen, until you receive 32 Ethereum per position every 30 days. Where does this come from? This comes from leaders bringing in leaders. How many? All you need is 4. 4 leaders who are going to bring in others. Now, you can actually get this started with as little as 2. And yes, we absolutely have spillover because this is a team effort. You receive help from above and help from below. But best practices, you want to do something extraordinary within the next 30 days, you need to partner up with the right people. So you can see here in this example, that's over $6,000 from your $40 one time out of pocket. Again, if you get 3 positions, then you can multiply that times 3. So what are we talking about? We're talking about the potential for lifetime income for you and your family as long as the internet exists and nothing can stop it. All right, guess what? That completes our overview. Now we've got some awesome speakers on the line. I want to bring some of them on, leaders, to share some things with you. Again, if you have questions about this, this is what you want to do without delay. You want to get in contact with the person who invited you so they can literally walk you through the process. We don't want you to have to sign yourself up by yourself. We don't want you to have to figure out anything. We want to walk you through the process and train you. That's how we operate around here, so that as a leader, you'll be able to do the same, ladies and gentlemen. So we're not going to send you to a link and you go there and register on your own. We don't operate that way. We're going to show you how to set up your wallets. We have a wallet for your cell phone, which is called the Trust Wallet. We have a wallet for your laptops and your computers, which is called MetaMask. We're going to walk you through that process. These are like bank accounts. By the way, when you set up 3 accounts with us, that's 3 income streams. How many income streams do you want coming in, ladies and gentlemen? How many bills do you have? All right. You want as many income streams as you want to. And so to get those 3 positions right now, it's about $120 one time out of pocket. You're going to spend that, a couple of times taking your family out for dinner. So it's absolutely affordable. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go on and I want to open the line up for some of our very powerful and tremendous leaders. Now, the first person I'm going to bring on is a gentleman that I've been working with for a while. He's down there in South Carolina. His name is Dan Noble. Let's bring Dan on the line. And good morning, good afternoon, Dan. How are you, sir?
Great. How we doing?
We're doing awesome. How's things going on your side of the planet?
Well, excited to be here. Okay, I'm in day 8, and I started with the 3-pack, and right now I've got 12 times my investment back already. And I expect it at this time next week to double, if not more. This thing is blowing up because everybody is a leader here, and we know how to get it done. And that's why this program is working so well and so successful.
Thank you, Dan. Really
and
appreciate it, man.
I'm just excited to be here, and I encourage y'all to come on board.
Outstanding, man. Appreciate your enthusiasm, man, and all the support that you provide for our community. All right, so what I'm going to do here, we've got a couple of great leaders right here. I'm going to go to John next, and he's helping out with a lot of videos and tutorials. And John is in North Carolina, I believe. Let's bring him on the line. And John, are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here, Mark. Yeah, I'm glad to be here, my brother.
Awesome, coach. So can you share with us, how things are going for you, and what do you see in the future with a platform like this?
First of all, everything is going good. I'm finally meeting leaders. I'm meeting people that I've been working with for years. I'm meeting new people, and it's awesome. We are really team building. We got people coming in, and they falling in behind our members, helping them out, filling in the gaps. It's powerful. I have made some good money within a week. About 600 plus, and I'm excited about that. Team building, and I made that off one account, guys. So hey, just one account did that, and we finally got videos coming out. We're trying to build teams in Africa and the Latino countries. So I'm helping some people on that side with converting things into Spanish. So we getting all that done, and I got a PDF done yesterday in Spanish, how to get started with MetaMask. So we're working on some things, and today, guys, our videos finally went public to show people how to get started. So you can find them on YouTube. If you look up SmartWay on YouTube and find me, you'll see it's about 4 videos that's out to show people how to buy the level. Also, to show people how to get started with MetaMask, and of course, if you're going to refer people, of course, send them your referral link, but the videos are there to help you get people signed up. We got videos on how to create multiple accounts, have your 3 accounts. So all the videos are out now, so it's public on YouTube. So all you got to do is search for it and send it out to members to help, you get people in, be less on you. So that's why we made the videos, to kind of help people get started. And I can testify that that a lot of people's getting active through the videos, so the sponsor didn't have to really walk them through. In some cases, some people know how to do certain things. So that's a good testimony. And the future, I see this going to be awesome because it's connected to, they sync this program to MetaMask. And many of you that probably familiar with MetaMask, it's powerful, it's strong, it's right on the Ethereum blockchain. And that's how they're able to track transactions and everything. It's very powerful. And I'm excited. And I see this thing last for a long time. That's just my opinion, based me personally, because it's right on the Ethereum blockchain and it tracks everything. So it's powerful. And that's basically what I want to say, Mark. And if I come up with anything else, I definitely would share it, my brother. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much, John, and appreciate all the work that you're doing behind the scenes to help all of us. Now, there's a gentleman, this gentleman is a computer expert, ladies and gentlemen. This is what he does full time for years, and he's down there in the Texas area. His name is Shay Shiver, and I'm going to bring him on the line and see if we can get him on to share a few things with everybody. And Shay, are you there this morning?
Good morning, Mark. Good morning. Yes, I'm here and excited. This system is awesome. We've been working, me, you, and Dan and John. We've been working other programs in the past. But I really think that this, the smart contracts is definitely the way to go. Like you said, once you set up that smart contract, it's a lifetime income stream for you. It requires two leaders directly below you and who can duplicate. And by us creating multiple positions and starting off with bringing in the leaders first, we have a tremendous momentum with this program. I think I'm on my fifth day. And I woke up this morning, looked into my back office, and I had over 50 people already. And I haven't even, I was busy, very busy last week, so I haven't really started marketing as yet. So it's very exciting. I had a couple of people on my team that I had to hit up this morning because they missed out on profits because they didn't upgrade fast enough. So that's how quickly we're growing with this thing within just a few days. That's it for me. I'm excited. I'm hoping to start doing my own videos too. Start to get some videos and some marketing out. Trying to get my directs placed, and hopefully once we open this up to the masses, it's going to be income on autopilot for us from there.
Outstanding. Well, thank you, man. Looking forward to working with you again. We just want to help people, man. We want to help people, people who want to help themselves. We want to help them get to the next level faster. And that's what we know we can do as a team and as a community, ladies and gentlemen. And let me just go down here, and I want to see who else we've got on the line that we can bring on to share with everyone. Now, one of the things that we have done, ladies and gentlemen, we've connected with a lot of pastors. Pastors have a heart to help people. They're just looking for something that is real, that's transparent, and that will last, ladies and gentlemen. And we absolutely have it here. So we have a pastor. His name is Pastor Charles Kazin. He's out there in the Houston area. I'd like to bring him on to share some thoughts as well. And Pastor Charles, are you there, sir?
Yes, I am. How are you doing this morning?
Doing great. And so can you share with us so far, what's your experience with this platform, and what do you see, in the future, and why do you like this platform?
Well, first of all, let me say this to you first, Brother Mark. You are a phenomenal leader, and I really appreciate you bringing this to the forefront and for us allowing me to be able to partner up with you once again. We have worked together in several other programs and it was also very successful. And that I appreciate your insights on this program. But let me just say this, number one, as a pastor, I want to encourage all pastors to be able to come here and be able to position themselves here. Why should a pastor do it? Because it allows him to be able to create the income that he's lacking. There are many pastors outside that's out here today are struggling and have to be able to not only be able to serve and function in the church, but also have to be able to go out and get in jobs and all of that. And all that takes away from his family as well. I want to encourage pastors to be able to take a look at this program, and this program is designed for leaders like himself, and like in the church, we have leaders that needs to be able to understand how to be able to create a second, third stream of income to come into their household. And that is very important because in our life of ministry, we need money to be able to function and have a healthy ministry. And so I want to encourage every pastor to be able to come and take part of this program. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not a scam. This is none of the above. This is something that will allow a platform will allow them to be able to create that lifetime income that we all need and be able to be a blessing to others, because the word of God does say it's a blessing to give than to receive. Over here, we receive very generously. And again, I'm just excited to be here as well. And I believe that this platform will be here today and tomorrow and be able to our kids, our children's children, to be able to experience it, because it deals with the blockchain and it deals with the internet. And those two entities will outlast our lifespan. And again, you here that's on here, this is your first time, I want to encourage you, don't Don't talk about, I got to go do my due diligence. All your due diligence is putting in a $120, getting your leaders in, and go to work. And I guarantee you one thing, you will be blessed. All right. And again, I appreciate you, Brother Mark. And again, thank you for all that you are and what you're doing for all of us. Godspeed.
All right. Thank you so much, Pastor. I really appreciate that. And ladies and gentlemen, I neglected to tell you that we have a product. The product is financial literacy. So we have the ability to learn about finances while we are earning money. And so we're here at the very beginning. This platform has been live for just about 120 days, ladies and gentlemen, and $250,000 has been paid out already. That education, that training is being developed as we speak. We're here at the very beginning. We're the forerunners, ladies and gentlemen. That information will be available soon. There's also marketing materials, PowerPoints, PDFs in multiple languages. All that stuff is already, that is here now. So just wanted to kind of help you out with that. This is a business. We're literally doing business with one another, purchasing the license to access this financial education and these other tools that are available in this platform. Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to bring some young ladies on the call here as well, because we've had a lot of gentlemen, and that is great. So there's a young lady, her name is Queen, and she is pretty awesome. I'm going to bring her on to share just a few words. And Queen, are you there this morning? And Queen, can you hear me? All right, so she actually needs to unmute her mic. She has a little challenge with that. So I think she's still trying to understand how to use this software here. And let me try another one. And Queen, are you there? Can you hear me? All right. Okay, so she's not available right now, having a little challenge with the software, and that's okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you want to do? You want to get in contact with the person who invited you, ladies and gentlemen. We've never had a platform like this where we can build a team and it will stay with us. I can't tell you how many teams I've built to just watch it disappear and having to build another team and watch that one disappear. One of the great advantages here, once we build this team, it's going to stick and stay. It's not going to disappear, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a huge advantage for us. So this is what I want to do, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. Again, contact the person who invited you, get a hold of those videos. They'll walk you through the process. You don't have to be confused. You don't have to be stuck, ladies and gentlemen. So those videos are on YouTube, and we do have our Facebook group. Once you have paid and registered, go to the Facebook group and register. The person who invited you here will share with you the name of that group. It's private, so you can't find it, but you can be invited into that group. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us today. I'd like to close with this. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen now, and let's do it together. Thank you for joining us. Have a blessed evening.